Hi guys, it's me. I wanted to come on here and do a little bit of a talking video for a second. To just blur the moment talking video that I just need to get out because I have done a lot of self-reflecting over the past couple months. I don't know if anybody else has or has done it at one point. A lot of my friends in my life have told me that I should talk about this because a lot of my friends are proud of me. My family's proud of me. My sister is proud of me. My best friend is proud of me. But I have gone through a lot of things in the past year. Went through a lot of transitioning in my life. I moved to school last January. And I went through a lot during those couple months that I was there. I was only there a semester and then some. I then had a summer. I took one of the hardest classes of my life. I learned a lot about me during these couple months. I'll say during these 10 months. Things that I didn't really know. Things that I've learned to know and accept. It doesn't happen overnight. I watched a video today. Manny MUA posted a video of why he's been gone. And in the video, he talks about self-reflection. In the video, he states that when you're going through self-reflection, the things that you're thinking about and trying to understand don't just happen in a day. And he's so right. It happens in a span. I'm going through that span right now. The span has not ended. It has not ended, but I'm learning how to be me again. And I know that's crazy. I lost myself for a while. And I lost myself because of something that I went through last semester that I won't even get too deep into, but I will talk about a little bit. I met a guy in the end of January, beginning of February, that I was only involved with for maybe 2 months. Maybe. But in those 2 months were the hardest 2 months of my life. Were there great times? Absolutely. Absolutely. But there were harder times in my head. I knew I should have left way early on, but I didn't because I was scared and I was intimidated by him. I don't get intimidated by people in my later years. My earlier years probably, but in my later years now, I don't really get intimidated by people that often. It depends. And this person was very successful, had done a lot of things for their community. The major and profession that they were in was something that I was so into. They had a cool job. I mean, the list is endless. And I was just like dumbfounded. I was like, and that was his premise. He wanted to make me feel like I was below him. Looking back, like this is just reflecting on the situation. And I was so giving him all the power. And I didn't even know I was. There were so many things that I could say that were red flags. But I was just so invested in this person. I was so wanting this person's attention for whatever reason. Whatever reason was going on in here and in here, I wanted his attention. And I got it, but I had to be, it was all about him. It was all about him. And that's all right. Some people are like that, and that's okay. I've learned to be like, you know what, it's fine. But it wasn't fine. in my mind at the time, because I knew I was acting different. And then something happened towards the end that really made me completely not myself. I just got so wrapped up, and I didn't know how to end it, but I knew I wanted to end it, but I didn't know how to end it. And then I was like, I need closure with you. He said, okay, fine. And then come the day we ended things, he decided that he was going to end things, and he didn't want to give me that closure, and that crushed me. Because I am the type of person that likes to kind of clear the air. I like to end things on a positive note. Any guy who's ever been involved with me, hi, if you're watching this video, you know that I always like closure. And most guys give me closure. I've never had someone not give me closure. But I wasn't surprised that this person didn't give me closure, because this person never really cared about me. And that's the truth. I have done enough sulking about this that I can talk about it. But when it ended, I was so upset. I was acting differently to my roommates. I was kind of hostile. I was aggressive. I was very angry. But I wasn't angry at them. I was angry at myself because I couldn't speak my mind. I didn't want to tell them what happened, because it made me feel weak. I was trying to think of the right words to say there. Because I felt weak. I was embarrassed, to be perfectly honest, that I got involved. Because everyone in my life who met this kid or were like, something seems off. You need to get the heck out of this. And I was just so like, you don't know him. Like, he's a great person. He does so many things for, so many people. He's a good person. That kept rolling around in my head. And I was so hooked in the things that he was saying to me. I let him manipulate me hardcore, and that was so wrong. Once that ended, it was just kind of a you-know-what show from there, a poop show from there on out, with so many people in my life. I mean, I messed up so many things that were really great in my life, that I just, because of this one idiot. And I blame myself. I don't blame him, because I blame myself for not, number one, getting out of it when I should have. Number two, letting this person affect me in the way that I did. And number three, just not understanding the situation and how wrong it was. How secluded it made me feel to everybody around me. My best friend, who's been my best friend, there's a fly in the screen, sorry, who's been my best friend for so long, I didn't even tell her everything until over the summer, because I just didn't want to talk about it. I kept it so deeply inside of me that I didn't want to talk about it. And I am the type of person, if any of you know me, I wear my emotions on my sleeve. I love everybody like everybody to know what I'm going through, who care about me. But I've learned through this self-reflection state that not everybody wants to know. Not everybody cares to know, and that's fine. But because I've had such a core group of friends who I can just tell anything to at any time, I just feel like everyone in the world's like that, and that's not the case. It's overwhelming to someone who's not like that to meet me and then be like, oh my God, she's so emotional. And I've always been told I'm emotional by people, but I never understood what that meant until now. And by now, I mean the past year. I didn't really know what emotional was until I really got to understand it. I need to learn that it's okay to not talk about things, but you just need to learn the right people to talk about things too. And I'm still learning. When I finally started opening up about this dude and about what he was doing and the manipulation and the crazy crap that he was spewing and the things he did, and I'm not even going to go into those things because I don't want to talk about that. especially on YouTube. But all of that pain and all of that, like, the weight, they say a weight's been lifted off your shoulders, but a weight was lifted off my shoulders. Once I told everyone, sorry, I'm burpy. I just went to see a movie, so I ate a lot of popcorn. I don't usually eat a lot of popcorn. Once I told all those people what was going on, you see this fly, it's coming in and out, it's so annoying. I felt better. I started to feel better. I really did. Every person I told, I was like, okay, who wanted to hear? That's a big thing. Who wanted to hear? It made me feel so much better. I was able to, like, breathe again. I was like, okay, like, people want to know. People are going to be there for me. Like, that's cool. I wish I would have told people when it was all going on, but I didn't want to. Number one, I didn't want to tell people what was going on because everyone in my life told me to get the heck away from this dude. And if I started telling people that he was pulling this, and this, people would just tell me to leave, and I knew I couldn't. I couldn't because I was intimidated. I swear that's so stupid, but that's so true. I was so intimidated. I was so scared. I was like, maybe I could change this person, because you hear the people say that. Maybe I can change somebody, but you really feel like you can. And I felt like I could, but I didn't, because he's so set in his ways. He's so like this, and he's just so narrow-minded, and that's okay when it comes to relationships. The more I started to really break this down, the more I started to feel more stupid and weak, and, and everyone in my life has told me, it doesn't make you stupid, but it does, because all the signs were in front of me. All of the signs were there, but I was so blinded by the fact that I was like, maybe I could change this person, but I wasn't myself with this person, number one. So how the heck can I change anyone if I'm not being myself because I'm intimidated? Number two, how can I change somebody who's already a lost cause? And he was, and he still is. I was able to really think about myself and my other relationships that I wanted to sort of fix, starting with my friends. Y'all know who you are. I mean, are they fixed? Yeah. But will it take time? Yeah. Am I still learning a little bit more about myself? Yeah. But I'm happy, which is something I haven't said in a while. I'm happy. I know what I want in my life, professionally, relationships. I know what I want. For the first time in 23 years. They say it takes time to understand what you want, and it does. I wanted a change. Started with the hair. That video is so funny to me when I watch it again, because I'm like, did I really do a video on what my hair means? Yeah, I did. Go watch it. But it all stems from the same person. And it's so crazy that I was only involved with this person for 2 months of my life, and I was impacted this frickin' much. I've never been this impacted by somebody. In a negative way, but it turned into a positive, and that's what I'm getting at. I've turned the weaknesses into positives, and I think that's so important in life. I have lots of strengths that I can list, but I have plenty of weaknesses that I've really thought about and harbored on. And as hard as they were to harbor on, I'm trying to twist and turn them into positives. Emotional is definitely on the negative list. It's not bad to be emotional, but it's how do you control those emotions? It's how do you let something that's bothering you, how do you not let it consume you? I let this person consume my entire life. I let this person consume me with my family, with my friends, with my jobs, with my life. I was like, I don't know if I'm ever going to meet someone like this person. Because even though this person was crazy, this person had a lot of cool things about them. Very, very career driven, which I liked. Never really met a dude that's career driven like he was. But he was so career driven that he couldn't see out of the outside and take a minute to hold back and see how I was feeling because he didn't care. And that's fine. But that's something that I know I don't want. I've learned what I don't want, but I've learned what I do want. He taught me a lot about professionalism, shockingly enough. I know what I want professionally. I know what I want for me. I guess that's really the only good thing about this is that I've learned what I want professionally from this person. I hate talking about it. I really do. But I'm okay. That's so important. I'm all right. I'm so blessed. I'm lucky I have the people that I have in my life right this second. My best friend Joanne has been my rock. My rock. My rock. My sister. My parents. My really good friends who know who they are. I have so many good friends who live right around the corner from me. You know who you are. Thank you. But I've learned so much about myself through knowing these people, through my relationships with these people. I know me. I know me. It took me a while to know me. My extended family, my mama, my aunt, my cousins. I have so much different amounts of love from all these people, okay? That I've learned how to express myself better, how to give myself a pat on the back. My confidence has gone up. It's a cool feeling. Something I've never felt before in my life. From self-reflecting, from looking at myself, and sometimes here's my thing. It is so easy to help other people. In my eyes. Not everybody feels like this. It is so easy to help other people. But the hardest part of living is learning how to help yourself. And I have learned how to help myself. And that deserves a pat on the back. It deserves a hell yeah. It's helped me so much in my life. This year has been such an amazing year so far. You know, starting off the school year, it's been great. I am feeling like myself again. And I'm not perfect. I want to preface that. Not perfect. I will make mistakes because I am a human being and we do that. Like, we make mistakes. We're not perfect people. We mess up. We do things that we aren't proud of. It is normal. It is normal function of life. It's normal. I will make mistakes. I will make plenty more. I'm 23 years old. I'm so young. I'm not a perfect person. I'm not a perfect person. Person, I almost said. Not a perfect person. I'm really not. Sorry, I need water. There's only so much things I can do and can't do. I'm not going to do them right sometimes. We only learn through some... I say this, my dad says this all the time. We learn from our mistakes. We grow from our mistakes. We learn who we are through our mistakes. There's going to be plenty more. I know. But I'm learning to feel more like myself. I'm learning to understand myself. And I think that's so important. Because I wasn't doing that in February. I wasn't doing that in March. I lost myself. And I will not let me lose myself again. It's on my computer right now, this fly. I will not let myself get to that point of where I'm losing myself. Could it happen? I mean, I'm not perfect. Things are going to happen that are going to affect me. But I'm going to talk about it. And I'm going to learn to talk about it with the right people. Because that's important. My personal life has been great. I'm proud of the people that are in my life. And I'm lucky. And I want to end this video and say that I am lucky. And I'm happy. I really am. And I'm over this whole situation on being so hung up with this guy. Will I ever be over everything that happened with this person? Not right now. Do I still think about this person? Sometimes. Sometimes I do. I'm learning to let go, but I'm also learning to bring on the people in my life who care. And it's such a great feeling, dude. I have friends who've been through the same thing I have. Exact same thing. Like, to the T. People I didn't even know had the same experiences may have. Because I've learned to... I almost tried to kill this thing, but I couldn't kill it. Who have learned to accept it. And I've talked to them. In fact, I was over someone's house yesterday. Shout out to Capri. I was at her house, talked to her about it. And she's been through the exact same thing. And it's so nice to have friends that have been through the same thing, because it makes it there's an understanding. And it's cool, because it's hard. Hard to find people that understand, and sometimes it's hard for those who don't understand to understand, and that's fine. I'm learning that not everyone in my life is going to be like, and that's fine. I don't care. I've learned to not care. But I'm happy with everyone who's in my life. Happy with everyone. I'm so happy with everybody. And I'm happy with myself. I'm learning to be more happier with myself. Because I am a good person. I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. But I've learned to accept it. Because I am the happy, bubbly person that I portray. But I'm not always, every day is not going to be like, because I'm human. I am only human. We're only human. Na 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 na. That's true. So on that note, I'm gonna go. Last thing before I go, I will be releasing a couple songs. I've contacted my good friend Vince, shout out to Vince, who is going to help me create some songs that are representations of how I've been doing this process. And I want Vince and I to work on these songs, and I want there to be feeling. I want people to listen to these songs and relate. So, with that said, I'm going to stop my talking and blubbering and whatever else I've done the past, oh my god, 25 minutes. I'm so sorry. Oh, look at my beautiful breakout face. I'm so sorry for boring everyone for 25 minutes. But thank you for listening to me. And you will see some good content from me. I'm telling you, it's coming. But I just wanted to get on here and talk about this because it's super important to me. So with that said, I'll talk to y'all later. Have a really good day or night. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.